Onwards and buttons, I'm Vicky, this is Catman Crafts, and I'm back. My pocket's poking out my jeans. And this, let me just bring it a minute, is an Is It Finished Friday. So, I've managed to organise myself properly and I've written a small essay. My health. I am recovering nicely from my surgery. Yes, recovering nicely. Everything's going as helpful people on the internet say it will. God, my hair's suddenly got very long. Sorry, squirrel. I'm still very, very tired, but there's 2 weeks to go-ish until we find out where we are with that. Also, buckle up, grab a brew and a project, because I think this is going to be a long one. I have my I'm So Awesome I Poop Rainbows mug from Thing One, filled with coffee. Yes, so it's still 2 weeks-ish until I'm into the doctors to find out what's occurring there. But apart from the slow mending in the lady area and the tiredness, my mood has picked up so much it's crazy. I'm starting to get interested in things and managed for the first time in quite some time yesterday to beat Spider Solitaire on my phone, which is always a gauge of, you know, whether my brain's starting to function or not. It's random, but I know when I struggle with Spider Solitaire, my brain is not working. And when I struggle with normal solitaire, patience, whatever it's called, then it's definitely not good. But anyway, I've babbled for 2.5 minutes at you, and we've still not got to the yarn, and there is a little bit to go on that, I'm afraid. So, segments. I'm going to do an update every other week, and a random thing on a Tuesday. And my other channel, I'm Not Cross, I'm Stitchin, which as always will be linked below. The weeks when I'm not doing updates on there, on here, I'm doing updates on there, and I'm also going to have a fortnightly random something. Predominantly, in the case of I'm Not Cross, I'm Stitching, book looks, hauls, etc. So, I've decided to get rid of some of my segments to... Are you wonky or is it me? I think it's me. Just to ease the pressure, because a lot of it is I get really wound up and stressed doing timed things. So like the Impkins, that's 2 months. That's fine. I can normally bash an Impkin out in just over a week, just doing it in the mornings. But if I'm still... shut up, Vicky, and start again. Bear with. Sorry, I just had to take 30 seconds to calm myself down because I was aware I was gabbling. So, easing the pressure on myself. What some segments are going and will just be thrown in elsewhere. Some segments are staying. So what's going is Monday Gurumi. I'm still doing amigurumi. That is my first thing in the morning project. But apart from the Impkins, which, as I say, I've got 2 months and I can bash them out in just over a week, I'm not putting time constraints on myself. Although, spoiler alert, there may be something in 2025. Oh, we shall see. So I'm just getting rid of the time constraints on that. Make Along Monday. Apart from the make-alongs that I'm currently engaged in, I'm not picking any more up unless something really strikes my interest. Because again, time constraints, it just winds me up. Because I feel like I have to stay on part 1 until part 2 comes out. And you know, do you know? Is it just me? Am I completely doolally? Probably. So unless there's something that really makes me go, ooh, I won't be doing any more make-alongs. For next year, I'll still be doing my movie marquee, because next year I will have lifted the pressure on that one quite a lot, because I'm not doing the same sort of thing I'm doing this year again. But I will be seeing my current, I was about to say current Impkins. No. Current make-alongs through to the end of their thing. So that's basically the Boggy Creek blanket that I'm doing. Not technically a make-along, but I'm doing it as a make-along so that I can keep a steady pace. My temperature blanket, although I'll be starting a second one in August because I'm insane like that. Movie marquee and Impkins, I think. Is that what I'm doing? Do you know what? I don't know. I've got it all written down. But anyway, so Make Along Monday will be trundling off. Like so, for my Impkins, I will show you at the end of the 2-month period. My boggy blanket I'll show you at the end of the month, which I've left it downstairs for now, but I think you've seen it anyway. My temperature blanket, end of the month, and so on for my other temperature blanket and my movie marquee. Drawing room, although it appeared briefly, that's going because I'm still drawing, but it's an as and when I feel like it now, not just every day. And cross stitch. So what I'm going to, am I cross stitching? I can't remember what I called that. That I'm just going to show you when I finish the piece. Does that make sense? Oh, are we? Yes, good. So there may be some gaps in cross stitching, but if you want to know what, if you want to know what's going on there, pop over to my other channel, I'm Not Cross, I'm Stitching, where you will get a more in-depth look. So turn the page. Whip Wednesday is going, because it's just a thing that I don't need to be doing it. Scrappy Saturday. Sorry, I've just seen a small white blur go past. I think it was Tiger, because it was a large small white blur. Scrappy Saturday is going. I'll give you updates of as and when, but at the moment I'm not working on my Scrappy projects because I'm not, basically. And my comfort blanket will come under Scrappy, although I've got that specific yarn. 24-hour challenges, I'm not doing them anymore because, again, time constraints. And Tile of the Week, that's the other make along, will be in with my Friday videos. So, what's staying? Is It Finished Friday will be every other Friday. Book Looks, Hooking at Hogwarts is staying. Try It Tuesday, well, all my random videos will be out on a Tuesday anyway. While the list lasts, although I will tell you the next few Tuesdays, I think, are all Try It's, because I've got things cluttering up my house and it's annoying me. Local yarn shops will be while my list lasts, and same with the Try It's, although once I've got this little bunch out of the way, there's going to be a while. I do have a list. Crochet Society, well, that comes every other month, so there will be a visit. A visit? A video on that one. Historical hooking, it's not my most popular segment, but guys, I love it. I can take my time making the amigurumi, you see it sped up, and it is my favourite segment. So it's staying while the list lasts. You don't want to go outside, it's windy. Sorry, there's a cat meowing to go out. My planning videos and my project prep videos, again, as and when. And then there's the just for fun days, like my International Talk Like a Pirate Day. Those are the only date specific videos that are coming out, because I'm going to set them up to come out on the day. So, 12 minutes of what's going to... of what... Do you mind? What? What? Yeah, it's windy. You don't like it. Come on. Come on. Yeah, I know, baby. You're interrupting the people. Merlin. Come on. Come on. Yeah, come here. You're fine. Just stay there and meow then. Sorry. 12 minutes of babbling, a minute and a bit of cat. Come on, Merlin. Come on. That's the bathroom. Oh my lord. He's gone to sit on the window ledge in the loo. So now we're on to the yarny stuff. Sorry, took a very long time. So first, or now onto the crafty stuff, should I say. So first thing, we've got, oh lord, if you're going to whinge about it, come here. Don't fall in the loo. Finished object. I'm so sorry. Bear with, I'm going to have to deal with him. Hi, again. So, I've let him out. Guaranteed 30 seconds, it'll be on the window ledge outside waiting to get back in. But that is what it is. And I've popped my cardi on because I'm a bit cold. My mum knitted this. So, finished items. What have I finished? Well, first of all, just so I can put this back, or away more accurately, my tile of the week that I started doing again. It's just called Circle in a Square, and it's from that little booklet which I've left downstairs, but I'm not running up and down to go and get it, and I don't know what the next one is. Sorry. Karen Simply Soft and a 5mm hook. So that's that. This is technically not a finish, but it's as much as I can get done. I've added 11, and I did it in one day, blanket badges to my camp blanket. So I added Turkey, North Norfolk Railway, Yorkshire We Make Stuff. What else? What else was there? Hang on. 1, 2, 3. Norfolk, and there's look married a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4. These little bluebells. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, and these Lord of the Rings ones I got. Now there's still a fair bit to fill in on this. But then it'll be my second complete one. The other one is down there somewhere. And a bit of background on that, I used to be a girl guide, and then for a while I was a brownie leader, a beaver leader, a cub leader, not all at the same time, and then, God, it's blowing like mad. And then when I was in uni, I was in the Guide and Scout Society, but that was only like a few years ago. And in my final year, I was VP of the society, vice pres. Yay me. So my blankets have been an ongoing project, really, for 33-ish years, because I joined Guides when I was 10. Although I did have a break in between from when I was 18 to when I was 31. Ish, yeah. I did have at one point my original blanket from when I was in Guides, but after I moved out, my mum and dad, it was at my mum and dad's and in the cupboard under the stairs, and the house got flooded, and my first one, my original, got wet and then went a bit manky. So between us, me and my mum replaced all the badges that I'd been able to track down that were in there, but they're on my original, which if you want, I will show you again. Let me know in the comments down below. If not, it's not really crafty, it's just me. But once I finish that one, I'm not doing any more, because now I'm just collecting badges from places I go. Apart from, the only one that I will get any love is my Hard Rock Cafe badges, because I collect the patches, and I've got a blanket which is also down there somewhere, of Hard Rock Cafe patches. One I've been gifted, the others I've actually been to, I think, yes. Although the lovely people at Hard Rock Cafe in Piccadilly, London, I went in and I had a drink in there. Then I went into the shop because I won't just go in and buy the patches. Even if I have like a soft drink in there, I always have something in there. But when I went into the patch, I couldn't decide, so I had a big conflab with the lady in there. As it was, I ended up buying both the ones that I was interested in. One that said London, and I can't remember the other one, and I'm not digging it out to have a butcher's. But she said, oh, we've got some out of use ones in the back. You can have them. So she gave me some no longer, not like limited edition, but some no longer available, which was lovely. Anyway, I'm babbling again, and I've put my pen down somewhere. So yes, that's that. As I say, let me know in the comments if you want to see the other one and the Hard Rock Cafe one. Time of the week I've done. I've got a bit of finished cross stitching. He's Elmo the elephant. Look, he's so cute. That's the only piece I finished. And then I have, where have you gone? These two little fellas. These are sputtons, because they're spuds with button eyes. And this was a design I made that was going to be a tutorial, but then, you know, brain decided to not. Now these are going to be gifted to two young gentlemen who have their GCSEs this year. That's exams that you take at 16 in the UK. So Sam, lovely, let me know whether Connor would like the City Downy spud or the Standy Uppy spud. And the other one will go to thing 2. Again, this was going to be a tutorial, but my brain melted. If you want a tutorial, let me know, and I will try and work out how on earth I'm going to do a tutorial. I've still got all my notes written down, and I do want one for myself, but it's going to be a different colour. So I'm going to be making one anyway, but let me know if you want it tutorialising in the comments, please and thank you. So that's them. I'm going to be very careful to not throw them in my coffee. So, moving on to my whips, because they're the finished objects. God, 23 minutes, I'm so sorry. Where is? So, this is my emotional support chicken thus far. Her name is Suppetia, which is Latin for support. She is made in Sidar, I can't read my own writing, Sidar #1 Aran stonewash with a 3.75mm hook. I used Crochet ATHD's video, so I will tag Crochet ATHD. This colourway is Faded Bloom, and then I've ordered some bits also Sidar Aran stonewash, which is what I'm using for my comfort blanket, but in 2 different colours for its beak and its thing. on its head, and maybe some tail feathers. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. This was ridiculously easy to make. It just looks at the moment a bit like a blob, but she will look more chickeny, slightly more chickeny, when she's got a proper bum, her head doodad and a beak. And then the rest of that yarn will be going back in my comfort blanket. So she's going back in a little basket at the moment. So, I've done the buttons. Right, onto a bit of knitting. My little bag has grown quite a lot since, get off, you last saw it. So last time you saw it, it was there. I've finished the handle. I'm just using scrappy bits. And I mastered the 3 needle bind off, guys. Well, I wouldn't say mastered, I used it and it wasn't horrendous. And I've made a start on the other little handle, and it's going to be a Japanese knot bag styly thing. Now that gap isn't going to be big enough for me to poke the other handle through. No. So this side just needs to be a little bit longer and finished off, and then I can 3 needle bind off it. Bind it, you know what I mean. I'm using DK yarn, all scrappy, on 3.5. This doesn't say, I think it's a 3.5 millimeter circular needles because it's short enough. I did the bind off on my DPNs, which is probably about the only use I'm going to get for DPNs really. But I'm hoping this one will be off the needles very, very soon, because this short strap doesn't really need a huge amount more length. It just needs to be long enough for me to poke this one through and then bind off, and that's it. I'm taking that to Thing Ones with me tonight. It's Wednesday when I'm filming, because I can sit and just plod through that quite easily at Thing Ones. I've done time of the week, and I've done my dumpling bag. So this is a heap of things to be put away or taken back downstairs. I have been working on my temperature blanket. I've left it downstairs, so I'll just update you with that at the end of April. Sorry. So, tick. I wasn't terribly organised. I wrote down my plan of what I was going to babble about and then left half of it downstairs. So, my Swirly Cakes blanket, I'm using Apache Swirly Cakes. It's an Aran yarn, but I'm using 6.5 millimeter crochet hook. I've got 99 squares to do. I've done 27. 9 of them are in the bag because I decided I was doing that colour first. Didn't think. It's going to be huge. Absolutely massive. And it's in... Oh Lord, I'm not in my right order here. rainbow, which is all of this row, pastel, which is this one, and this one, purple, which is this one, and this one, and aqua, which is all in the bag. And I'm doing Heather the Crochet, which is continuous join, to join it up. It's going to be absolutely massive. So basically it's 6 round granny square done on 6.5 hook. Pen, where's my pen? There's my pen. But I'll update you a tad bit more on that later. So I discovered last week that Saturday was Ravenclaw Pride Day, and in case you hadn't noticed, absolutely no subtle hints at all, and from my hooking at Hogwarts, I am a Ravenclaw. And because I wanted to save the scarf doodad I'm making for hooking at Hogwarts, I dug out my Ravenclaw corner to corner. And just sitting and plodding one day on Saturday, I got from there to up there. So this bad boy is also going to be quite big, but it's going to be 5 sets of stripes plus a block of 10 down the bottom, and 7 sets of stripes plus a block of 10 up vertically. I'm using just acrylic Aran. Now I've got my 400 gram balls going. It's that. So navy and grey. The bits down in the bottom was just where I was using a random blue Arans. And so, hi, my phone just did something weird, and it's a 5mm hook. So, pen. Haven't got anything on the back of that one. So, next up, do you remember that Happy Mail I got from lovely Sarah Moo? And I was umming and ahhing about what to do with it. Well, I've started a hexicardie. So I've like literally done part of the first hexagon, and it's going to make a currently very small, not Vicky sized cardie. It's very small, not Vicky sized at all. But I've also done 3 panels to extend the back. I'm going to do another, this one. I'm doing that on a 5mm, and the colourways are Spring Garden, which is this one, and Purple Mist, which is the purpley grey one. But I got to wondering, instead of cardigans, because I've got quite a lot of cardigans, I think I could make it into a jumper. I don't think I've seen anyone do an actual hexie jumper. So I'm thinking I'm going to experiment on it with this yarn, and I will also wear it and love it because it's gorgeous. But I'll see if I can build a jumper on with this yarn, and then again I might knock out a tutorial if I can work it out, or if I can't find another one actually on YouTube. But I'm thinking, so if I do the hexie from armpit down to just shy of where I want the wrist to be, so I can do a cuff, have a panel of squares down the front and back, a bit of extra width on the shoulder if it needs it. Yeah, because otherwise it's going to be a boat neck collar and they annoy me. Any extra width that's needed, I can add stripes onto the side and then extra length around the bottom, and I think that would work. I'm going to have to remind myself to have a look later, see if I can find a hexie jumper tutorial. If not, that might be a tutorial. In fact, I'll probably tutorialify it with this yarn if I can't find one. Obviously the tutorial will come out after I finish the jumper, but if I record it piecemeal, that would work, wouldn't it? I don't know. We'll see. I'll record it as I'm going, and then if somebody comes along and does it, then, you know, I've not lost anything really, because I'm still making it, aren't I? Just say yes and smile and nod. So that's that. And then the lovely yarn in the hug that I got from Sam is still attached, but I've made a start on a bandana hooded cowl thing. Obviously it's not very far up the cowl thing bit, but theoretically goes round my neck to make a scarf and covers my shoulders. And if I can get it to squidge down a wee bit, and then once it's grown, it's a hoodie snooty jobby. Obviously it's not going to be like that with big flappy bits at the side. So I just need to add some height to this dude and finish it off. And I'm using a 5mm again. The non-fluffy stuff from Sam is Lion Mandala Ombre in Chi. I've nearly finished one cake of that. I've got another cake, and then there's the gorgeous fluffiness that lovely Sam gave me. So, what? That's all the yarn I've got to show you. So what are my plans? So I'm going to just have a slow, gentle plod through my amigurumis. I've decided to change up how I'm operating this year again. So I'm primarily focusing on yarns that I've either been gifted as with the hug, or the lovely yarns from lovely Sarah, or Christmas presents / birthday presents. So thing 1 and thing 2, and giveaway wins. And I've won another giveaway, guys. Who was it? Joanne at 2 Crochet Curious, 2 Crochet 2 Curious, I'll link her below anyway, had a giveaway for content creators and I won. Yay! So some of that's going into a different project. And when I've finished a giveaway gifted styly thing project, then I will switch it out for a whip. And I'm working on a different project every day. Because I think I won't get burnt out on that one. Now the blanket, because if you remember, I won some yarn from Jude at Lambs in Pyjamas over winter. I opened it and said I would be using the white for the blanket, but I'm not really a very red person, so my red's going into amigurumis and other shenanigans. But at the end of the week, so Friday as you're seeing it, I'm ordering some more yarn, some gorgeous purple squishy stuff. So that will be in a haul, which will possibly be tacked on to the end of another video for when it arrives. So then my evenings are going to be switched out from my swirly cakes blanket to the blizzard blanket, I think it called itself. It's downstairs now and I can't remember. To again go in with the theme of yarns I have received from people I've not paid for. And now obviously in this lot there are yarns that I have paid for, or that I've stashed, dove, is that a word? But the plan is that any yarns that I receive that's not paid for is going into a project as soon as possible. So, let me just scroll down. Who I need to tag. And finally, I want to thank everybody who's joined me, my new spuds and buttons, everyone who's left messages on my announcement video and the updatey video. Thank you. It's so nice. It's just so nice of you to both understand and you know, say you'll be waiting for me when I'm ready. That's lovely, thank you. And also a massive thank you to Mantha and lovely Sarah, who sent me some lovely squishy goodness. That means a lot. It really does. I physically can't express how much it means, considering I started this channel to chat into the void and keep myself accountable and essentially not drown in rips, which I'm doing anyway, but never mind. And you know, I've found so many genuine friends along the way, and I love you all, and I'm going to get emotional, so I'm just going to not. Hopefully the next one won't be so long. I am so sorry. And yes, as a final reminder, I do have another channel. I'm not cross, I'm stitching, which I will link in the description box, for more of my cross-stitchy shenanigans. So I'm going to let you go because I've taken up 3/4 of an hour of your time, and I'm so sorry. Again, hopefully the next one won't be quite so full of scribble. look after yourselves, please, physically and mentally. Very important. Because I would miss you if you weren't here. And, you know, if you don't look after yourself, you can't look after anybody else. In the immortal words of Bill and Ted, be excellent to one another. And as ever, I really do love you all. 9,000. Bye.